Mose knows, fam. YouTube land. NFL fans everywhere. I'm sorry if I'm a little down. I'm not as enthused as I normally am. There's about 5 of these I don't want to do. Every year I do them. As you see, as a 49ers fan, I don't want to do none of the NFC West. Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks. I don't want to do none of those. Another one is Philadelphia Eagles, just because I live in Philly and I have family members and friends that are Eagles fans. I mean, I was born in Philly, live in Jersey. I still work in Philly. A lot of people that I work with are Eagles fans. Some of them are great, like my grandmother. I love her. My dad, love him. Pastor C, love him. Those are the good Eagles fans. But then there are the not so good Eagles fans, and that's a lot of them. That's a good contingent. And so I don't like to do the Eagles sometimes, most times. And today's episode is another episode that I don't want to do. But I have to do it. I have to be unbiased. I have to really help this team. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. So if you're new to Mose Knows, first of all, welcome. I'm sorry that this is your introduction to me. This like the sad, melancholy, not enthused version of myself. I apologize if that is your introduction to me. I'm sorry. We're going to go through free agent signings. We'll take a look at the depth chart. And then we are going to jump right into the mock draft. Hold on, I'm just getting everything set up. Okay, I'm good. So here and here. Let's go. Okay. Signed Sam Howell to a 1-year deal, backup quarterback. Nothing special. Javonte Williams had a really, really good year. He started to look like the running back that we first saw when he was in Denver. We re-signed him to a 3-year, $24 million deal, $16 million guaranteed. Average is what, $8 million a year. You do 24 divided by 3. I mean, they being cheap. They give Pickens the franchise tag, so don't give him a long-term deal. He's going to pay under the tag, which pays him, the league average for the top 5 earners at the position. So that averages out to $27.298 million a year. That is a lot of money, but again, that's cheap because they don't want to give him a long-term deal. Why not? They bring back Sam Williams to a 1-year, $3 million deal. They traded for Rashawn Gary from the Packers for a 4th-round pick. They signed Kobe Durant, and they signed Jalen Thompson to a 3-year deal worth $36 million. I think that's a sneaky signing. That's one of the signings that we may look at, mid-season, into the season, like, wow, the Cowboys really did something good here. Jalen Thompson was on a Cardinals defense that, he was able to make some plays, able to do some things, but again, it's the Cardinals. They also have Budda Baker, so he got a lot of the spotlight. I think Jalen Thompson has an opportunity to come to this Dallas defense and really, make his mark and, put his stamp on things. And then Brandon Aubrey, really, really solid kicker, strong leg, very accurate. They give him a 2nd-round, $5.76 million restricted free agent tender, meaning other teams can sign him to an offer sheet, but Dallas will have the right to match it. And if they don't match it, I believe it's because it's a 2nd-round tender. Whatever team does sign him has to give Dallas a 2nd-round pick. But again, they're being cheap. They're being very, very cheap. And so don't understand it. So I'm going to step in since we're being cheap, and we're going to figure out how we can help this team as much as it pains me. Let's take a look at the depth chart. So we know what we have here. And Sam Howell's not even the backup because Joe Milton is the number 2. Dak Prescott had a great year last year. Javonte Williams. We know we got receivers. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Kavontae Turpin. We know we got receivers. Jake Ferguson, we're solid at tight end. We even have Luke Schoonmaker. We've got pieces. Hunter Lupke, fullback. Tyler Smith, TJ Bass, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, Terrence Steele. Maybe we can look at that left guard position and try to see if we can solidify that. But offensive line is solid. Depth and rotation we're looking at there. Defensive line, solid. Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, Otito Ogbonnia on that front. This 3-4 defensive front. We have Donovan as Araku, and now our newly signed Rashawn Gary as our outside linebackers, our edge rushers, Demarion Overshone and Shamar James as our middle linebackers in this defense. Our inside linebackers, I should say. Siobhan Revel Jr., our newly signed Jalen Thompson, Malik Hooker, Deron Bland, Reedy Stewart. Secondary looks solid. Maybe we could upgrade at nickel, but we also brought in Kobe Durant in free agency. So maybe he slots into that nickel position. We have Brandon Albee. We have Brian Anger. Our special teams is looking really, really good. Again, Kavontae Turpin is our returner. So we have pieces. I think under the bright lights, players fold, coaches fold, but the pieces are here for the Cowboys to be a good team. So let's see how we can add to those pieces. Draft is queued up. We have 8 picks. We have 12. We have 20. We have 92, which we just got from the 49ers by trading away. I'm forgetting his name right now. Osa Odigizua. And we picked 20 picks later at 112, 150, 177, 215, 218. 8 picks. We can make some shake with 8 picks. 2 in the first round, 12 and 20. Let's get active. Okay. Wow. A lot of places that we can go here at 12. Here's what I think will really happen. I think Caleb Downs is going to fall. Again, I talked about it in episode 11. I talked about it in a bunch of episodes before. I've said I might do a whole episode just breaking down what my thought process is. And again, I'll keep reiterating this. It has nothing to do with Caleb Downs. I think he's the best safety in this class. I think he's the best defender in this class. But other safeties who've had his same pedigree and who may have had better measurables, height, weight, speed, all of those things, they didn't go in the top 10. And it's big names: Minkah Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, Kyle Hamilton. So that's just my thought process there. Linebacker and DB are the only needs that they're saying that we have. Looking at the depth chart, I disagree with both of those, actually. I think our linebackers are really good. Do we need depth? Sure. Can we bring in competition? Absolutely. DB, possibly. Like I said, I think they could go get Caleb Downs. They signed Jalen Thompson, so maybe not so much. They have Thompson. They have Malik Hooker. So Caleb Downs, I thought, could have been an option. Dylan Thieneman is definitely an option. We have wide receiver, so no need to make that move here. I think this pick screams Dallas Cowboys. They love their offensive linemen. They want to be able to block. They want to be able to protect. They want to be able to run the football. With everyone who is off the board so far and who's left, I think the best pick here. Again, do we need tackle? Not necessarily. We have Terrence Steele, who we like. We have Tyler Smith, who we like. Again, we could bring in depth. We could bring in competition. I know also they like Tyler Guyton as well. So we have some pieces there at the tackle position. Spencer Fano, Monroe Freeling would be absolutely solid. But if I'm looking at that guard position and I see TJ Bass and I say, you know what? I can upgrade from TJ Bass. I'm going to go upgrade Vega Ione from Penn State to the Dallas Cowboys at pick 12. And now we're back on the clock at pick 20. And we could go wherever we want to go. They say we need a linebacker. We could get CJ Allen. You could put CJ Allen next to Jamarion Overshown and supplant Shamar James. And honestly, I think that's what I'm going to do. And especially with Overshown's injury history. He's come back. He looks like he can stay healthy. But I think if you want to future-proof or have a contingency plan, if he can't seem to stay healthy or does get hurt again, I think you bring in a guy like CJ Allen. And now we're really talking on defense. And we still have more picks that we can continue to add to the defense. So we get another linebacker. Maybe we find another rotational edge rusher. Give me CJ Allen at 20. Ooh. Back on the clock. Pick 192 here in the third round. My guy Anthony Hill Jr. is here. We could have kept him in Texas. Absolutely. LT Overton is here. Let me remember his measurables. 6'5", 278. So we could put him on the line. We could stand him up on the outside at 6'5", 278. That's an option. Anthony Lucas, Deontay Lawson, Bryce Lance is here. We could go Bryce Lance. All of Trey Lance's former teams are probably looking at Bryce like, maybe we can go get younger brother and have a better outcome. I'm sorry, Trey. I didn't mean to shoot at you, bro. I didn't mean to shoot. Give me LT Overton at 92. 112. I mean, we can get his teammate. We can get Deontay Lawson. But like I said, we got one backer. I think we're good. We don't really need help at tight end. Who are my backup running backs? Malik Davis. Oh, Jaden Blue. Yeah. I know that there's some movement behind Jaden Blue. So yeah, I mean, this is a team that doesn't have a lot of needs. And I mean, like I said, I do like Jaden Blue, but we could still bring in competition. Emmett Johnson is here. We could go safety if we wanted to. We can go Bud Clark, who I like a lot. We could go corner and Jaden Kilgore. Jalen Kilgore, not Jaden, Jalen Kilgore. 6'1", 221, big corner. Because I would think we would have to look at the succession plan of what's going to happen outside of Deron Bland. He had that great season, but then hasn't been able to stay healthy. Kilgore, Clark, or Emmett Johnson. Our next pick is 150. One of them is going to be gone. Somebody's going to be gone. And so, do we want the corner? Do we want the safety? Or do we want some more juice in that running back room? We signed Devontae to that 3-year deal. We got Mike Davis, Jaden Blue, but do we want to add some more juice to that running back room? I think so. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Give me Emmett Johnson here at 112. Back on the clock at 150. Ooh. Ephesians Prysock is here. One of my favorite guards, Bo Stevens, is here. And honestly, I think that's a Cowboys pick. Bo Stevens is a Cowboy pick through and through. I think that's a Cowboy pick through and through. But I got my guard already. We're good at tackle. Give me Michael Taffy. I don't know if it's Taffy or Taft, but give me the safety from Texas. Let's keep him in the great state of Texas. Back on the clock. 3 picks left. 177, 215, and 218. Caleb Alarms or linebacker from TCU is here. Again, we can also keep him in Texas. We could go another corner. We can get Hezekiah Massis from Cal. We could add some more speed to the wide receiver core with Aaron Anderson. Caden Curry is here. Owen Heineke is here. A lot of solid names. Jaden Roberts, who I think is going to be a really, really solid guard. If he's still here, maybe I snag him at 215. Again, just to add depth. Oh, Takario Davis is still here, corner. Give me Takario, because I feel like Takario. Oh, yeah, another big corner. I thought Takario was smaller. I must be thinking of somebody else. Because I wanted Jalen Kilgore, right? It's another big corner. I'm thinking more of like a slot build, but we got 6'1s and 6'4s. We got big outside corners. But again, I don't think you could go wrong with either a Hezekiah Massis or a Takario Davis. Give me Hezekiah. $215 and then $218, and then we're done. Some more options. Robert Spears Jennings, really, really solid safety. He would be a great pick here. But we already got Michael Taffy. I gotta figure out some of these pronunciations. I didn't do my pronunciation review this year, but I'm gonna get it right. Let's see. Could go another edge. Vincent Anthony Jr. 6'6", 260. He can kind of be a rotational edge rusher with Rashawn Gary. I actually like that a lot. Eric Gentry is here. 6'6" linebacker from USC. I think he has the potential to be an absolute stud. Lorenzo Styles Jr., the Styles brothers, the stars of the combine. Let's see. Parker Brailsford, if we want a backup center, we want to future-proof the position, but I think he'll still be there at the 218 if we just wanted to add him there. Again, we don't need wide receivers. Yeah, give me Vincent Anthony Jr. at 215. Of course, the Cardinals took Parker Brailsford. Let's see. Shoot, that might be a Cowboys pick too to get Gentry. 6'6" linebacker, who honestly you could probably put him anywhere. He's more of a linebacker. You'd have to really train him if you wanted to put him somewhere like safety. But I think his speed, his skills, his ability to diagnose, he's a relentless tackler. I think that's a solid pick. Let me check interior O-line and see what we looking like. Micah Morris from Georgia is still here. If we want to add insurance for that interior, I like that. But I feel like the Cowboys' issue is defense. And I haven't drafted him yet in any of my mocks. Give me Eric Gentry. It's one of my favorite players in this class. And that will do it. Let's take a look. Okay. A. See, they gave me a B- for that pick. Love it. All right, let's take a look. Round 1, pick 12. We get guard Vega Ione. Yeah, PFF gave me a C-, but we're not worried about any of that. Vega Ione, best guard in the class, is going to solidify this Dallas Cowboys offensive line. And we know historically they love drafting offensive linemen. Round 1, pick 20. So 8 picks later, we get a linebacker, CJ Allen from Georgia. Round 3, no second round pick. So jumping down to round 3, pick 92, we get edge rusher LT Overton from Alabama. Round 4, 112, we get running back Emmett Johnson. They gave me a D for that one. PFF is tripping. Round 5, pick 150, we get safety Michael Taffy from Texas. Round 5, 177, we get corner Hezekiah Masses. They gave me an A- for that one. Now y'all not tripping. Now y'all in y'all right mind. Round 6, 215, we get edge rusher Vincent Anthony Jr. So we got LT Overton on one side, Vincent Anthony Jr. on the other side. And now we have a rotation of our 2 rookies. And then we have Donovan Ezaraku and Rashawn Gary. So we have a solid outside linebacker edge rush rotation in this 3-4 defense. And then we top it off with 6'6" linebacker Eric Gentry from USC, round 7, pick 218. I really tried to do y'all solid. I gave y'all players that I really, really like. Emmett Johnson, most pundits have him being drafted ahead of the 4th round, ahead of the 3rd round. He might be a late 2nd round, early 3rd round pick. So they're tripping. Vega Ione, best guard in the class. Michael Taft, solid safety. Hezekiah Mass is one of my favorite corners. I love Eric Gentry. I'm surprised I gave him to y'all. I want my 49ers to get Eric Gentry and have him learn from Fred Warner, because that'd be crazy. I think I did y'all solid. I didn't want to, but like, in order for people to like take me seriously, like I have to, like, I can't screw y'all over and just go to the bottom of the list and draft like the 400th ranked player in round 1. Like, I can't do that. Like, I can't. All my picks can't be F's because I wanted to screw y'all over. So, Cowboys fans, if you like it, if you don't like it, I really don't care. No, sound off in the comment section, Cowboys fans. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you didn't like. Let me know what you would do differently for your Cowgirls. If you're new to Mose On, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and attention. This is what we do. We talk ball. During this off season, we talk about free agency. We do mock drafts. I have a version 1 of my full 1st round mock draft. So from picks 1 to 32, I'm going to be doing a version 2 of that post the 1st and 2nd week of free agency. So be on the lookout for that. And the way that you do that is hit that subscribe button, become an official member of the Mose On family. Listen, once you're part of the family, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And then hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here as Mose On. And before you go, hit that thumbs up on this video and share it. Cowboys fans, do something unselfishly. Do something for somebody other than yourselves. If you're a Cowboys fan, share this video. Okay? I want you to share it. And I want you to share it to your friend that is an where are we going next? We'll go Chiefs here. So we'll go Atlanta next. Pick 13. I don't think Atlanta has their pick. Let me double check. No, their pick is going to the Rams. But we'll do the Rams at 29 where they're supposed to pick. But that pick went to the Chiefs for McDuffie. Okay, so that's where we're going to go. We'll go Falcons in episode 13. So Cowboys fans, do something unselfishly. Send this video to an Atlanta Falcons fan that you know so that they can tune in and see what Mose On does in the mock draft for the Atlanta Falcons. Love you. Appreciate you. Catch you in the next episode. Peace.